like to close my eyes, go numb, but there's a cold wind coming from the top of the highest high rise today. It's not a breeze 'cause it blows hard. You know it wants me to discard the humanity I know. Watch the warmth blow away. So don't let the world bring you down. Not everyone here is that fucked up and cold. Remember why you came, and while you're alive, experience the warmth before you grow old. Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. This is Not Safe for Work Magic. That was a little of one of my favorite bands, Incubus. Just to get the voice functioning for a little while. You may notice on your screen you see a static shot. That is because yesterday I drafted 3 times, 2 of which were train wreck terrible awfuls. Because remember, in Magic it is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. Because it's gambling, kids. So remember, the best players in the world have like a 60% win rate, okay? So we played twice and we went like 1-3 twice in a row in quick draft. It was brutalizing. I fired up again later that day, and here is 7 wins. Nice, right? Quick draft, 7 wins. So we redeemed ourselves. It's just bad luck, kids. We didn't suddenly become bad at the game. It's just that the game is heavily influenced by luck and variables that are outside of our control. And, you know, that's how that works. Now, we're back to the not static shot of the quick draft screen. So let's have a look at how close we are here. We've got 126 packs stored, right? We've got 126 packs in our little sheet here, and all of the rares we've got. It says we own 53 out of 76 possible, or 76 out of 53 possible, but that's, you know, we need 4 of each, so we're looking for 212 rares. So currently we own 76. If we were to open all of our packs, we would get like 110 rares, because some of those would just be like mythics, or they'd be gems, or they'd be wild cards, etc., etc. So this estimates I have 9 drafts left to go if I take every rare to open all those packs and have the set complete. So we've got enough gold for 9 drafts. We're going to see if we can actually do that, if this sheet actually works the way it's intended. We've got a Triome. We're taking that. Triomes are great. This is Abzan colors, so that's worth keeping in mind if we decide to play multiple colors. Which, if anything, I think this format, the bot format, you have to play multiple colors. Not just 2 colors, I mean. I feel like it's an exceptionally greedy kind of draft, because the bots seem to have a way of picking apart a lot of strategies, but leaving you know, 1 good card of this color, 1 good card of that color, and ultimately, if you're up against an opponent who just plays like 4 colors and they just go flame sweet or flame, whatever the 4 damage one is. And then Blood Curdle and Deadweight, and then like the biggest blue creature, and you've got a bunch of, you know, fair cards, you're going to lose. Sometimes they'll draw bad and lose, but it's rare, and this format doesn't really support aggression or finishing a game quickly in a reasonable way. So just take the most broken thing and try to figure out how to make the mana reasonable so that you can play it. We have green, white, black here. Primal Empathy, unfortunately, throws an additional color in the mix. Blue is quite good, but it's either Primal Empathy or Fire Prophecy. Many of the times I've picked Primal Empathy, I have ended up in a really bad deck, because green in general is pretty underpowered, and taking Primal Empathy kind of puts you hard in green. And green just has a lot of bad commons, a lot of bad cards. I've been generally unenthused about it. And again, we don't have to play this. Whereas Fire Prophecy is just always good. The fact that it lets you chuck a land or a useless card to the bottom. Uniformly good, and in a color that's very good. I think we have to take Fire Prophecy here. Sanctuary Smasher, a great follow-up. Avian Oddity, also very good. Just going for a critical mass of flyers, if you can get a decent amount of removal and some ground stalls, is always a reasonable approach. Smasher is great here, Checkpoint Officer is great here, Serpent's great here, Scatter's great here. This is just a great pack. But since we're in red, we're going to take the on-color playable here. Nothing in here is amazeballs, but Archipelagore has keyword big, and with one mutate or two often can finish a game. Sergeant, not very interesting. Mamba, I don't know that there are a ton of good mutate cards in red-black. Bloodfell Cave's just a solid way to ensure that we can go 2, potentially 3 colors. I'm kind of curious what other people think of the Big Fish in terms of his rating. I think 7 mana is a lot, and for what he does, to just eat a Mutual Destruction or a Blood Curdle feels bad. He's still considered fairly high on the rating. He's a B. What's Mamba considered? It's got to be lower impact, right? Yeah, quite. It's a little too hard to activate. So really it's between these 2 cards. Channeled Force I don't think is a consideration. No. Too hard to use, too low of impact. We might not be in red-blue. We might not be in red-blue, but we'll take it. It's another Checkpoint Officer. I'm a big fan of Checkpoint Officer. Cloud Piercer also fine. Mutual Destruction also fine. So we've got Blade Banish, which is okay. We've got a fixed land. We could be white, blue, red. Blade Banish, or a fixing land, or a Marmoset. Probably take the Marmoset for now, right? Try to secure at least one of these colors as a primary color. Mutual Destruction or Necropanther. Necropanther is very, very good. We can easily dump the 1 blue card here. I do like blue, black, red, white quite a bit. Necropanther we can even just mutate onto something as a double black card. We don't even have to consider it a white card or a black card. We could also just have it in our deck with double white and mutate it to get something back. And it works particularly good with red because there are a lot of very good 3-drops in red. There's also an Evolving Wilds here, but Necropanther is of a fairly high power level. So I feel like we should take that and be happy. Lower Dracus again has the same sort of clause. You can mutate it with single red or single blue, or double red or double blue. And that wants to have a deck that's got, you know, Fire Prophecies and Mutual Destructions and Blood Curdles in it. Spell Eater Wolverine also just fine. Caesar not particularly great. I think we'll probably just take the Wolverine here. Lower Dracus higher upside, but we're probably not going into blue if we've got... We still could go white-blue. It's hard to say. We'll take the definite playable. A Lava Serpent or a Fixing Land. I feel like we're going to see more Lava Serpents. It's a fairly common pass. So starting to get some Fixing Lands seems like a great play. Keep Safe, a great card, but again, we don't know if we're in blue. Only thing we know we're in for sure is red. Suffocating Fumes, a decent cycler. Not an exciting one, but a decent one. I feel like we see a lot of these. These are very low in the pick order. We'll take this. Again, we might not play it. Yeah, they are very low in the pick order. Facet Reader, quite a good card. Frenzied Raptor, also one of my personal favorites. Often very easy to trade up with Frenzied Raptor. Applies a lot of pressure in a reasonable fashion. Blue, red. Lose the Necropanther. Yeah, the Mamba came back very, very late. Not a very good card. None of these are really playable for us. Shredded Sail seems main deckable, just as a cycle. Fixing land very late, always take that. So let's see if we have 4 Offspring's Revenge. We do not, so we'll take that. One less card we need. Rumbling Rockslide. Rumbling Rockslide probably the pick here. Several decent picks here. Valiant Rescuer, quite good. Capture Sphere, of course, quite good. Rumbling Rockslide is generally just your most clean piece of removal. Divine Arrow, pretty good here. Deadweight, Go for Blood, also good. This is oh, we need to take the rare. Adoy. I thought that was the other uncommon Godzilla. Well, it's Gem Razor, right? Gem Razor. Take that, because that's the purpose of what we're doing here. Sucks to give up Divine Arrow, but you know, we're trying to build the collection here. Another Checkpoint Officer. Seems great. Fight as One is fine. Majestic Orkhorn is fine. Boot Nipper is one of my favorite commons. We're not getting enough cycling for this to be particularly impactful. So Go for Blood, Lurking Deadeye, or King Caesar. This is probably just one of these two, right? Go for Blood seems fine. We're primarily a red deck here. We're probably going to be red-white. And then this just becomes a mutator to get back a Frenzied or a Prickly or a Spell Eater Wolverine. We need a few more spells to make sure the Wolverine is reasonable to activate. I think this is better than the Lurking Deadeye. We've got a Divine Arrow, an Evolving Wilds, or a Space Godzilla. Divine Arrow is pretty great here, and we are preciously light on removal. We've got 1, 2-ish, 3. We definitely need more on that front. Otherwise, I would take the Evolving Wilds here. Blitz Leech, a pretty great card. Flourishing Fox, also pretty great, but we do not have the critical mass of cyclers for that to be a particularly good strategy for us. Blitz Leech is interesting. What is Fight as One rated as? I don't think I've ever played this card. A C+. Blitz Leech rated as in high B as per usual. We could splash black with this land. This gives us a white, black, and of course we'd be white, black, red. we'd have 2 ways to splash that black card in, which is reasonable, and we could pick up more. I wouldn't mind another mutate card or 2 to potentially get extra value out of this Necropanther. Blitz Leech is the pick here. Ominous Seas, again, only good if you have a critical mass of cycling cards, and usually something you want to see in pack 1, so you can be building around it. Honestly, there's virtually nothing playable in this pack. Kind of a disappointment. Take this, but we probably won't run it. Lurking Deadeye or Glider, both reasonable picks here. I believe Lurking Deadeye is higher upside. Glider is a nice cheap flyer, but being able to take down the biggest of boom booms with some tricky blocking, very appealing. We have another fixing land, that's perfect. We've got a late Swallow Hole. This is a pretty reasonable card. Happy to take that. We could run this if we're desperate. It's a fine blocker. It's got a lot of toughness. Probably not running any of these things. Would love to see one Bloodcurdle or Heartless. Zenith Flare again. We've been offered some pieces for the cycling deck, but they just didn't come in reasonable fashions. I don't think this is pickable even if we're not taking Classification, because our cycling is so anemic this game. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's quite bad. So I believe we don't have 4 Classifications yet. So let's just take that. Brings us up to 2. Mythos, I don't know if we have 4 of that yet either. That's a great card. I kind of wish we were in blue now, because that's such a powerful card. But a little too late for that now. Mythos of Baluna? Nope, we don't have 4 of those yet. So we're getting a bunch of rares here, which is great. Great for our collection. If we weren't taking that, we would be taking Momentum Rumbler. Probably Momentum Rumbler. Sea Dasher Octopus. Okay. Mutates for 1 blue. Double blue. I mean, shit. Why are we getting all blue rares all of a sudden? Gonna have to look at our pile again for a minute and see if we do want to consider pivoting back. Probably still too late, but let's see, Sea Dasher Octopus. That brings us to 3. See, another Prickly Marmoset does not seem particularly good with, again, how low our cycling is. Spell Eater Wolverine might be reasonable. What's our spell count here? Fair. Not amazing, but fair. We don't have any blue fixing. We really just can't do that. We'd have to drop black, and then we'd be 3 colors with no fixing. Whereas if we stay black, white, red, we've got black, white land, red, black land, white, black land. As much as I want to go for the gusto and play all the rares, I don't think it's reasonable. We just got them all too late. We ended up with a lot of rares, though. Oh, we do have 1 Tranquil Cove. What do we want in this pack? Another Lurking Deadeye, a Suffocating Fumes, a Spell Eater Wolverine. What's our curve? We've got room for 4s. Black is our splash color, though, so maybe we want to be a little more judicious with our picks there. Spell Eater Wolverine lines up with Necropanther a little better because we can get him back from the graveyard, which is cool. A Titan's Nest. We're probably taking Titan's Nest. Man, we're getting offered a lot of rares here, which is great. The faster we get these rares, the faster we can be done with this rare drafting nonsense. And the only other card here I would take would probably be Lava Serpent anyway, or Swiftwater Cliffs. Surprisingly late Flourishing Fox. We've got a Glider, a Tiger, and Evolving Wilds. We've got 3 Black Splash sources, so I don't think we need the Evolving Wilds. I think the Big Flyer seems fine. We have a couple humans that we could essentially we could potentially get that extra value on, but Tiger just seems fine here. Got another Fight as one. We have a Mutate creature, which could potentially allow us to mutate on the Necropanther again, which is cool. The Springjaw Trap, which is decent. So Fight is one, Glider, or Whisperer here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential sources of removal. That's not a heck of a lot, honestly. Fight is one, best with humans and non-humans. We do have somewhat a mix. Cavern Whisperer slots in fairly nicely and mutates over a checkpoint officer, main serval. Not much else. Huh. And Bonder being double white when we're in a 3-color deck. That's right out. Huh. I think we'll try Fight as one. We've never played it. We'll see if it's any good. Frenzied Raptor. Raking Claws. I think we need to take the Frenzied Raptor or the Huntmaster Liger. We just need more bodies here. Now, the Frenzied Raptor, people rate this as like a D. People have this as basically a non-entity. But, again, it trades up with a lot of stuff, which I appreciate. I think we'll take this just because of the potential of mutating again with the Necropanther. Healer's fine filler and a cycler for one. Cathartic Reunion, decent. Light of Hope gets pacifism, colossification, capture sphere, primal empathy. Huh. Huh. Also rated very, very low. Shredded Sails, also just another cycler. That could be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our creature count is so low, I don't think we can afford another trick that's mostly something that needs a creature to be good. And if their opponent isn't in enchantments, it's particularly weak. Oh, Glider or Cavern Whisperer came back. Those are both pretty reasonable picks, right? Huh. This gives us another mutate creature. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, Suffocating Fumes or Lurking Deadeye. Both really good things to have to choose from here. We probably want Lurking Deadeye because we have a lot of sort of weenie boys down here, and Lurking Deadeye allows us to utilize them a bit better. Suffocating Fume's a fine pick, but Lurking Deadeye just a better one in this pack. Bloom, probably not playing it. Good for, hey, last pick Glider. I'll play that. Okay, so we got a lot of rares, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is the land in our deck. Very nice, very cool. We don't need this many swamps. Probably 1 swamp is fine. So we'll have 4 black sources for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 3. That's not even necessarily a black card, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out of here. 4. Yeah, that's fine. And these all do double duty. Liking it. 15 land. Is 15 land okay? 15 land might be okay. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cyclers. Do we have any more cyclers that are off color that we can just jam in? No. No, we do not. I think this might be okay. Mostly white, mostly red, a little black. So we got, yeah, what's these? Is there anything we want to change? Got 4 high-end cards, 5, 5 or 4, 6, 6 or 3. So really only 2 high-end cards. Quite a bit at 4. Let's try once with 15 land. If it feels low, we'll add a 16th and play 41. How's that? This does not feel like a particularly powerful deck. We just didn't get offered any premium removal. Our removal options are decent, but not great. This is all of our colors and plenty of land. We hope we don't flood from here, but you know. We're also running a no rare deck, which is a serious consideration. Whereas Mythos and the Octopus might be able to swing some games on their power alone, we kind of have a lot of just okay things going on here. And our opponent is Sleep at the Wheel. Hello, opponent. Are we disconnected? Let's check. We are not disconnected. Okay. We could just be in for a long ropey matchup. Okay, we drew a land. That sucks. Only 10 land left in our entire deck. Jesus. Fucking Christ all fucking holy shit the fuck. How do we get 6 land out of 9 cards in a 15 land deck? 7 lands! How did... What the, holy shit! Okay. Okay. 15 land. 25 other. 7 land. 3 other cards. You will draw 10. 1.7%. Magic is a high skill game, everybody. High skill game. Well, that's just psychotic to Divine Arrow a 2/2 healer. .6%. .6%. Yep. Yep. 0.6%, ladies and gentlemen. 0.6 fucking percent. Give me another one. Hit me. Jesus fucking Christ. We're just throwing shit in front of this until we get a fucking Fire Prophecy. Or Rumbling Rockslide, or we die. Good game. Such a good game. So many decisions. So many decisions we got to make, chat. Jesus fucking Christ. Sure, why not? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you have exactly Momentum Rumbler, removal, removal, removal? Why wouldn't you? How could it possibly go any other way? And now the Flyer's just gonna fucking kill me? We need a Cycler, a Fire's Prophecy, a Momentum or a Rumbling Rockslide, or our Glider, or we're dead. That doesn't do it. What a great fucking start to the show. $15 lands deck. Glad we got to play Magic. Glad we paid for it. Well, I hope everyone's having fun at home while we're getting fucked in the ass by the client. In case you were wondering, the shuffler works perfectly. As intended. 0.6%. It's out of 1,000 games, that should happen 6 times. We got our best 2 drops, a cycler, 2 of our most expensive cards. Let's see how this goes wrong. Probably get the inverse this time, right? Actually, we have all of our most expensive cards. So we're in for Mutatapalooza here. Depending on what they try to mutate on that, we're probably blowing it up, right? Because of how bad our hand is here, we're just cycling this for now. Although I do think under normal circumstances it's good in this matchup. Okay. So we've got tap this down, blow something up. I think that's where we're at here. Mono blue, huh? Okay, guess we gotta blow one up. It's too many. Blitz Leech looks good on this board. So we could Whisperer here. Or we could Marmoset and have up our tap. It seems a little better. Are they really mono blue? Damn it, it's the tap land. I'm really hoping we got the we got an untapped land there so we could Blitz Leech. We can't even Cavern Whisperer now. Shit. It's a pretty awkward draw for us. Just gonna give literal everything flying and pump everything forever. That's not great for us. So he is 2 colors. Okay. Well, we knew that was going to come bite us in the ass eventually. Menace. No blocks. So hexproof. Well, what a piece of shit. So, Necropanther doesn't get anything back. Blurred is a body. We can tap the Scorpion. Tap the Scorpion, swing, 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 swing. Cycle the Smasher, right? He blocks this here. Takes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 7, rather. Bye, friend. So that was actually a tough puzzle there. Could easily fucked that one up and lost.
Take your marks. Set.
Two drop, cycler, 3 drop. Reasonable. We've got a Shark Week fan here. It's a good pickup. We have the Mutate deck again. This is definitely one of our weaker matchups, I think, because we just we don't have unconditional removal. Like Ominous Seas, we beat plenty of times on stream just because having them wait for a bunch of turns and then blood curdling or mutual destructioning their thing is fantastic. Well, guess we do nothing. Shit. Well, it's our favorite card, ladies and gentlemen. Primal Empathy. Should not have attacked the checkpoint officer. We can run them down fast enough here, though. Damn it. That's what we get for talking shit about the Light of Hope card. We get completely blown out because we don't have it. Okay. We're going to start getting Big Daddies dropped on us. So we can destroy up to 6 toughness right now. Probably just Blitz Leech that. That's annoying. See if we get Essence Scattered again here. Better they counter that than one of these. Now we more than likely have a way to destroy a creature, tap a creature, and then swing for lethal. No convolute. Woo! One turn from losing that one. That felt good. Hey, we ranked up. Well, doing better today with a pile of meh than we did the previous 2 days with good cards. Because again, random luck. Burn. Bottom. Cycle. Sure. Balls. Got what, 4 creatures in this casting this CMC in the whole deck, and we drew 3 of them? Not awesome. We're gonna burn that just because we have to. Wow. Okay. 11 cards. 2 land. 9 others. 9.3%. That's higher odds. Probably losing this one. Break down land for 3 turns consecutively now. Untap land gets us... Jesus, that fucking card, man. Yeah, we're done here. So sick of Primal Empathy, man. But in Best of 1, you can't afford to play main deck Enchantment Haven unless it's Wilt. And that would mean playing green. Green sucks. Understand? Just because they have one good card, which is Primal Empathy, doesn't mean green is good. A couple 2-drops we can play, and a Cycler. This is better than the last keep. Is every deck we play against going to be a Primal Empathy deck today? Vote in the comments below. Hey, would you please guys Primal Empathy on turn 3? That'd be great. I am disappointed. It's nice to get the same 2-land and all my high-end drops draw. 2 games in a row, though. Cool. That's a good card to be wasted on a healer. Whoa! Okay. Oh, it's 4 to mutate. Okay. We don't even have the red mana for Shredded Sail, so that was a particularly dumb play on my part. Not that it matters. Our opponent has all of their mana. We have 3. They have a Yorion in play. We have fuck all. Cool. That's great. .8%. So if we draw another land, it says Menace. Doesn't matter. We would have had to rumble that and die to that. Didn't matter. Well, that tends to be how these go, huh? Very little to do with our play patterns. Very little to do with anything other than the fact that we drew poorly and we died. And we constantly faced problem empathy. And we beat it. Once. And then we died to mana screw. But that's what this game is. It's a gambling simulator. It has nothing to do with your ability other than, you know, understand how to pick reasonable cards and hopefully learn from me how to do that better. But don't feel bad if you lose. Don't beat yourself up. Don't think you're a bad Magic player. The pros lose just as much as any average goddamn person playing the game. Maybe just a minuscule percentage less. So try to have fun. Play the draft format. It's mostly good. And the shuffler is still fucked on this game. It can eat a giant bag of dicks all the way to hell. I hope you fucking fix it. Also, your standard format sucks ass. Mark Rosewater, you're an asshole. Fix your fucking product, you dickhead. I know that there's information out there from years ago where you talked about how a mechanic like this, the companion mechanic, was a terrible idea for the game, and it was proposed once before and it was shelved because you said it would break the game. And now here we fucking are. You shithead, fuckface, asshole. Why'd you put it in the game? Well, I'll see you in October when this format erases the fucking mistakes of Teferi and this and several other repeat offenders. It'll still be a pile of shit because it'll be a companion format, but at least those fuck stains will be gone. I've been Gravity Groove, your host for Not Safe for Work Magic. I hope you enjoyed this stream, and if you did, please tell your friends, please tell your moms, please tell your dads, please tell your chiropractor, your mental health care physician. You know, they'll care. It's important. Until next time, later.